Hello and welcome to Ageless Rock channel, dedicated to megalithic fans who would like to see megalithic sites from a megalithic perspective. Today, we're going to check out another rock-cut church in Tigray region, which is north of Ethiopia. This site is called Daniel Korkor Rock-cut Church and is very close to Mariam Korkor Rock-cut Church, which you can find in my channel under Ethiopia playlist. They are so close it is normal to visit them in one tour package. Tigray region is in the north of Ethiopia and Daniel Korkor Rock-cut Church is in the north of Tigray region. So you can see it is located at the very north of Ethiopia. It is actually about 50 kilometers to the border of Eritrea. It is absolutely fascinating and puzzling at the same time. To hew bedrock is never easy with ancient tools, if that is even possible. But it seems like it was only easy to ancient Christians. In fact, it seems like it was so easy, ancient Ethiopians prefer hard to reach high altitude locations. To get to the church is a journey that will require all four fully functioning limbs. The mountainous region of Gibraltar in Hausen district is arid and high altitude of sandstone bedrock lacks vegetation. Climbing on sandy surface with no plants to hold on to is a challenge everyone has to face. Just a little further is another rock-cut cave church known as Daniel Korkor. It is not very far from Mariam Korkor. In about 5 to 10 minutes hike will get you there. So, while walking carefully from Mariam Korkor to Daniel Korkor, you get to enjoy the view and also ponder upon what actually happened here. Did ancient Ethiopians once so obsessed with rock-hewn churches that they actually go to great lengths by climbing great heights to have great churches with no depiction of religion at all the while living in wooden huts? Daniel Korkor doesn't have an impressive entrance. The entrance is small but is made even smaller by the stones stacked around it. This is a typical feature of mysterious ancient megalithic caves with modifications from later civilizations so that it can be useful. It is like as if it was a mistake to make such a big entrance, so we will cover it with stones to make it smaller. The dating of this site is unclear, but you can find that it is said to have been done between 9th and 13th century. For all the hard work done by ancient Ethiopians, we can only guess that it is possibly 700 to 1100 years old, even though they have been using it since it was chiseled. Is that even possible? The interior is an impressive cave church. Most people would be so amazed by the interior, they forgot the hidden clues hidden in plain sight. The vertical lines on the wall are clues to me. The machine that cut the bedrock can slice the bedrock like butter and it moves in vertical direction. Also, the random niche that makes no sense seems like those at megalithic sites around the world is a clue to me that someone else was here first. The mysterious unknown ancient megalithic builders also left two marks that no one knows what it is for. They are facing the entrance. A niche on the wall which looks like it is not being used for any purpose, and a depression on the floor which looks like something archaeologists would normally call it water tank. But since they are in an odd location which serves no purpose, no one is actually using it. This reaffirms that humans recycled this as a church and made use of this cave as a church, leaving behind whatever of no use relatively untouched. A hole in the ground is a normal thing to see at megalithic sites around the world. Petra and Little Petra in Jordan, Peinan in Taiwan, Takhti Rustam in Afghanistan are some of the sites with the same thing. A hole in the bedrock with no purpose is a clue that the unknown ancient builders had other things in mind other than tombs and water tanks. The interior frescoes were painted halfway from the top and it looks like a recent addition. This cave church was modified with materials readily available from the surrounding area. The overall impression I get is that Daniel Korkor is a product of two civilizations. Around this area, there are several windows and entrances that make no sense. Daniel Korkor is a cave church today, but I cannot say for sure that was the case 1,000 years ago. It looks like a typical rock-cut tunnel and caves you can find in Turkey, China, or India. This huge cavity in the bedrock was definitely hard to do if you have only ancient soft chisels. But since it was hollowed out, how come it was not used as a church? How do you use this cave for religious purpose anyway? Was it carved and abandoned as what archaeologists would like to conclude for anything not being used? For as long as there are priests opening and closing this church every day and is open for Sunday service, there will be church members and tourists to keep it useful and safe from anyone who tries to destroy it for whatever reason. Just like any rock-cut cave churches around the world, the mountain view offers a spiritual connection with nature regardless of your religion. The serenity will make you calm and be at peace with yourself. This is definitely a great location to do a retreat and to be a hermit. But did ancient Ethiopians construct this cave as a church is a little suspicious to me. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this short presentation on Daniel Korkor Rock Cut Church in Ethiopia. See you in the next video and have a wonderful day. This is Benion signing out. Dehenahun.